how much has MLS grown in the last 16 years in your eyes to a big enough degree that it would change how the sales pitch was to Beckham versus how it's going to be to Messi?
Okay, so if Messi were to do this, a couple of things that we would see right off the bat, right? It would be the first time in history that we are seeing Messi play on a team that is not elite. And that's by design, right, when it comes to Major League Soccer. He would be playing on a team that might spend money and might be better than others, but the parity and the manufactured parity and certainly the relative parity of teams that he has been involved with right now too is completely different and night and day. And so from a competitive standpoint, he would be faced by challenges that he has never faced before. Okay? If he does have aspirations, and right now he has not, closed the door on playing with the national team, obviously coming off of a World Cup, but if he has aspirations to play in 2026, I don't think that coming to America changes that trajectory one iota.
That's a key point right there. I assume that after he won the World Cup, it would be this drop the mic moment and he would retire from the national team. And in my view, that would increase the chances of him coming to MLS. And now, the last few months, there's been stuff emanating from the Messi camp that he wants to keep playing for the national team and potentially even play in the next World Cup. And so I've been programmed to think, ooh, that hurts the chances of him coming to MLS, because if that's the case, he's going to feel like he needs to stay in Europe. But I guess that's the question I was asking earlier. Is that paradigm shifting where players might not look upon that in the same way? He might feel totally comfortable still playing for the national team and trying to play in the next World Cup and being in MLS. Do you think maybe we're getting to that point from a credibility standpoint? Or no?
I don't think it has shifted as much as you say, or that we maybe even think. I would love for that paradigm to shift and that credibility be attached and afforded to players. What might be interesting is, if you're who's the guy in Atlanta, Thiago Almada, right? Who's at the start of his career and certainly is being looked at right now from leagues and teams all over. Does Messi coming to MLS for one instance change how you think of going or staying? Because he can certainly stay and be paid a tremendous amount of money and be a continual star for Atlanta. I don't think so, because I think he has aspirations. So that aspirational part of playing in Europe, until that starts to change, where the aspirations are, yeah, I want to star for this team and I want to play in the United States and in North America, and this is where I want to be, and I don't suffer from a financial perspective, and I don't suffer from a credibility perspective, that takes time. Now, Messi coming here, not only playing, but hopefully from his perspective playing well, and then translating that to his national team, by the way, one of the great national teams, that can make a difference.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.